folks, what? This is early May, May 10th or May 11th, 2020. Alright, Richard, correct me. May 11th, 2024. We started a nice little beginner's walk. This one is a real beginner's walk, right, Richard?
Right.
Not the beginner's walk I had them a couple of weeks ago, which really separate many different people. We had two lovely ladies in the back here this morning. Well, all you know, Tony and Richard. The Puckerins, they're consistent. And we heading up Cumberland Hill with those antennas up there. And we joined by these two lovely ladies in the back here. And just remind me the name? Kathleen. So Kathleen look like she coming out, you know. And my dear? Angie. So folks, as we traverse the way, you will see more. Folks, just over a kilometer and we're walking down Partner Street. That's your group right there. Richard just gave us some of the best stories I think anybody can hear, but we'll hear more of it. We'll capture more of it for everyone as we walk down Partner Street across Bond Street.
You have any stash mango? Alright.
Your boy trying to buy starch mango for the trip.
Yeah, I know. And you would always say, yeah, you always like to, start trouble, you know, yeah, but no more. Yeah, you know. Yeah, see, when I was a kid, I was very miserable, you know. Coming down
You know you was miserable.
Coming down on Frederick Street, they used to have a guy with a donkey cart, you know what I mean? And I used to go on interfere with them, like, pull something from the donkey cart, and then I start running. So my friends with me, you know, they can poke the guys and they're catching them. They didn't catch me. I had to wait for them to come to the gate.
So Richard, you used to take a train to City Gate?
Yes.
So how old you are? You ought to be in your 70s?
Yes, I am going to be 75.
Right, well God bless you.
In December.
In December? Oh, yeah. You're very fortunate. And you tell me you was a big time athlete back in the day, man? Middle distance, 800, 1500 meters?
Yes.
What?
Yes, sure.
Aside from being a miserable,
yes.
According to you, this is the man who.
Yeah.
Folks, this is Richard Puckerin, eh? And they probably know him from back in the day then. I gotta go and dig up some photos of you on the home stretch.
So I started running track back in 1960, and I was running for a club called Actually Track Club in Bath area. And we would train down in the Man. Back then, the Man was, the last street was 12th Street.
Yes.
And that was it.
12th Street was it. There's a Savannah there now, but it was called the Man. It was called the Man, yes. It was a dumping site.
Right, so the Man. And beyond that was the gardeners who used to
talking about Barrett area, folks?
who used to plant
right.
all the provision and stuff like that, you know?
It's about development there now, huh? Look at that.
Look at that, yeah? So when I came back home to just see the development, I was like amazed.
Not only that, they have a big store. What is the name of the store again?
Home Goods.
Yeah, home something, home store.
Right.
Yeah, the home store built on a dump, you know, folks. All you know that, eh? But continue. You hear it from Richard Dyer?
I used to practice there every evening, and after getting up 2 o'clock in the morning, we didn't have a clock in the house, so I used to listen to the cock crow. Cock-a-doodle! And one morning the cock crow, and it crow around 2 o'clock. And because we would be in bed by 6, we didn't have no TV, it was just a radio. And I get up and I started putting on my washicong, call it, you know.
Yes, plastic washicong, but that was a batter. But we wouldn't get into that. Batter, folks, go and do some research on that one.
Yeah.
Probably was not a batter bullet. A washicong is a different thing.
I used to remember those washicong and never get any aches, never get no pain. Putting on fancy shoes.
All them fancy shoes we wear now, like he wearing a classic batter bullet, washicong.
Yeah, and I used to get all aches and pain, my hair hurting. When I was wearing washicong, no pain.
Well, you know, this is such an interesting version of events to hear, because nowadays everything is a pain and there's a solution to it. That obviously involves a cost. Such is life, eh?
Right.
So folks, As we continue with Richard, this is Bonds Road intersection. We're crossing it and we're going across. And I'll show you all where we're heading to go up by Fort George, which is that hill up there. That's Fort George, we can see it.
Yeah.
And then if you continue up Fort George Hill, it's called Cumberland Hill, you reach the antennas. Long time when Richard was growing up in the Washington running, it was called, all them radio stations would be saying, signing off from Cumberland Hill. So folks, just 2.5 kilometers we heading up. That's the view in the background. Queen's Park Savannah. That's the team coming up right here. They're doing real good. Tony smiling away. Tony smiling. Mr. and Mrs. Richard in the back there. And they now realize, wait a minute, there's the Queen's Park Savannah over there. With Napa and the rest of Port of Spain. As your two in front, as your two in the back. That is behind me going up to Fort George. We passed the battery earlier, you know, guys. So Richard, that little sign you saw back there with our road that says battery.
Yeah.
That's you were telling me you work. So is that cannons and thing up inside there?
Yeah, so there's some apartments there.
The name is not coincidence, no? That is actually where they had the battery fire in a long time.
Okay.
Yeah. Kind of make me wonders what they was doing in Fort George, but anyway. So folks, we can see here as we pass the 2.6 kilometer mark right now. So folks, 3 kilometers in, we reach this nice little house here. This is Tony, and remind me the name is Kathleen. I'm going to remember eventually. And that's the view in the background there, folks. Mr. and Mrs. Puckering on their way up. So we're moving as one, so we're holding on for that. This is the, I don't know, you could call this a hairpin too. Look at it behind me. That's a classic hairpin on the way up to Fort George. Folks, 3.5 kilometers. Look at that view in the background. According to your boy Tony, it's amazing. Tony having phone out. Everybody taking pictures. We waited on the Puckerins as they come up. They're right around the corner. And we're on the way to Fort George. So folks, just under 4 kilometers, and this is Mr. and Mrs. Puckering going up the road here.
Yes.
Eh?
Yes.
And we're doing it nice and easy, you know. We get some lovely non-direct sun weather today. And how it's been so far, Mrs. Puckering? I mean, tell them. I mean, it's challenging.
Very good.
Yeah?
Very good. I could do it again.
You can do it again.
Yeah, I can.
You realize It's not a, is the speed is what does is the challenge. But if you take your time, stop, go, stop, go, stop, go, stop, go. You can we could do anything. Look how high up you are. Look at that view in the back.
I really enjoy coming out this morning.
And Richard encouraged you. Catherine sell out Tony, you know. She said, Tony said I can't make it.
Because I told you, when I tell Tony and Kathleen coming, you know, he wasn't too enthused about her coming, you know. He was like, and now look at her, she's doing
She
great.
leading
Yeah.
two of them up ahead, you know.
Yeah.
Brother and sister up ahead there.
So we all cousins.
You see?
Yeah.
So folks, we looking to head to Fort George. If it's open, we'll get to see the nice view. If not, we turn around there and we head back. So see you all as we head up there. Folks, just under 5 kilometers and exactly 2 hours we at Fort George, but the gate lock is 8 o'clock, right, Tony?
Yeah.
This is the nice view at the front of Fort George. We're not inside, as there's a sign there, but watch the view in the background. Oh, it could be true, you know. Oh, construction site. So folks, I don't know if Fort George open, but it looked like it closed. Yeah.
You see the garbage man?
And that's Cumberland Hill up there where we can go next time. That's another 30 minutes hike if you have some pace. Yeah, that's where the antennas are a long time. Yeah. Lovely port. I was saying, Richard.
Say it again, Richard.
It's so beautiful just to come outside here and be in nature. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is what the doctor ordered. Yeah. So you want some more water, bro?
Yeah, bro. I can't pass it out with it, huh? That spring water is best.
Yeah.
So folks, that is your team there. Heading back down. We passed the 5 kilometer mark and we passed 2 hours. Nice walk this morning, man. We didn't get hot blazing sun. We're very grateful for that. The sun kind of come out now. It's peeking through the clouds, but it's so bad. But we in the shaded area, so we lucky. Alright, so coming up would have been rough. But now going back down is a lot easier for you there. Somebody's smiling going back down. But she's in front. I had to go back and meet Richard. Folks, this is the tip of the spear. No, everything changed. Tony, what going on, boy? Tony, a gas stick, boy?
Yeah, bro.
Alright, well, a dog trouble here, or yeah, that's fine, a stick.
I used to walk with a stick, so when I look around, I see me, he was just one here.
Well, your namesake.
Yeah.
Your namesake will tell you, the other Tony, that, yeah, a walking stick is something that you should always have. Yeah, it's very useful when you're in not in terrain like this, but you're in rugged terrain.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, keeping your balance.
Right, yeah, you can extend it, right? Like most people have it in their backpack.
Yes.
The walking stick and you
Yeah,
can just...
that's the fancy carbon walking stick they're buying on Amazon now. Yeah, you extend it. But you know, our old piece of tree.
Yeah, like the guy who come up just like the old guy.
Yeah.
So what we have, you know.
Yeah, it's a piece of wood Tony have too. And,
Yeah.
and he buy one of them carbon stick. The wood he does used to like break little grass and thing, but the carbon stick you can't hit nothing with that.
Yeah.
You can't hit nothing with it, it's just a push down.
Give it a little support.
Yeah. But with the wood now you can hit things, you know, and make clearing. Now we walking on a road, imagine if we was in a trail with bush hitting all your arms. Yeah. You would have I would have made you dress differently for that.
Alright.
So yeah, long sleeve and long pants.
Yeah.
So folks, 7 kilometers gone. 2 hours 45. Fellas, morning.
Morning.
And the nice people up in Fort George side. Bring your car to fix my boy over there. So here, we now passing the battery in Fort George. That means we pretty much almost at the bottom. Yeah, watch over there. You can't see the pin spark Savannah. And yeah, you're almost at the bottom. Yeah, so
the best part for Angie. Angie's in front.
Katrin can't believe that she almost at the bottom. She know that in less than half the time we completed 2 kilometers out of the 5 on the way back. And folks, check the background. 7.5 kilometers. We pretty much back down. That's the Port of Spain Woodbrook area there. Downtown in the background. Cumberland Hill up there. Fort George behind that tree. Look at that nice little view in the last small hill to go down. As your boy Tony in front there, leading the way to the spear boy. That is port of Port of Spain over there.
That's a big port, eh?
Yep. As your crew coming in the back there. Where's that you see there, boy Tony? Plum on a plum tree?
Plum too bad.
Plum and mango.
More plum than leaves. That's born. You on that side there?
That's it. That's the same road there. So folks, 7 3/4 kilometers. Nice Tony looking for plum, mango, anything he could find.
Is that cherry tree or?
Cherry tree. He confirmed it's cherry, but he didn't get any cherry in the tree. But he confirmed the tree to be correct. As the puckerins in the back there, taking up the whole road. Folks, that is your team coming there. 8.5 kilometers, 3 hours 15 minutes. Angie girl, Angie looking like a new woman after this hike, boy. You ever see somebody going to a hike and come out a new woman or a new man? I think that happened to Tony in the last one, you know, but we wouldn't say anything there. When Tony see that second hill in that last hike, Tony eye open big. Then he see the rope. So folks, all you know, we now pass along Circular Mall there, just under 9 kilometers. It's basically a 10K walk. We did it in a little over 3 hours as planned. The puckerins have been excellent. Angie did great going up to Fort George. Tony make it look easy, living up to his namesake. And what's going on is I will put him to walk with the next Tony. And I'm going to talk to Richard and Catherine here. Your most, yeah, it's a community free for everybody. That's right. And we monitor people's fitness. We put out a schedule, so you know we select people accordingly. We don't say hike is grade 1, 2, 3 to 10. We pick people according to what we know they could do. So in future, my dear, you're gonna be coming to many of the hikes.
Now you get a chance to meet the family.
Yo, our whole family come to hike today, boy. Alright, we can see all your...
And this is just part of the family. We have another, my brothers may want to come.
You see? Folks, 9 kilometers. Approaching.
Going on now.
Circular Road, Eastern Main Road in St. James. day today, and I don't know if Richard coming to run one of the race, but he's very, very interested.
I'll be here.
You'll be here, Richard?
Yes, definitely going home and change and come on by.
So Richard, back in the day, as you say, you was involved in athletics. You was
Yes.
telling me earlier
Yes,
on.
yeah, very much so.
Middle distance.
Running 800 on the mile. And my fastest 800 is 149.
So I
A
had to
minute
beat,
and
I had to
49.
beat 149 on the 800.
Yes.
The problem is, I just run the 400 and 149. So I twice as slow as you.
That's all right.
But what you gonna do? I just had to keep working at it.
That's definitely.
Folks, I mean, during speed work, we just do 400 repeats and run a sprint as fast as we could, and it's 149 I do it. This man run that at 800 meter, you know, but that's back in your day.
Yes, that's when I was in my...
And I sure Tony could run faster than that too. Folks, Tony saying no.
And I ran my fastest when I was 16, 1504.5. 4 minutes 5 seconds.
We have a track star with we, boy. I couldn't run that fast back
And
then.
then in 1973, I ran the third fastest 500 in the US. So the track and field years. Yeah, yeah, 57 seconds.
Things really, really looking up on inside there by the police, folks.
We're coming in now.
Chairs, stands.
And here, you good?
You know where we are now, right, folks?
Yes.
Courts in St. James. That's long circular in the back.